Bro, I hate the Nets so much. Like, I don't even want to come on here and talk about the trade deadline for real. It was a wild deadline and all that. It was a lot of undercover moves that people ain't gonna talk about for real. You got the big ones, Kyrie to Dallas, KD to Phoenix, which is OD. But the two biggest moves were a result of the Nets. I was sitting over here thinking it was sweet. Feel me? I just made a video about the Nets because they was good. They was good again. I was like, oh, they look solid. Nick Claxton hooping. They got a little rotation going. I'm thinking it's cool. I'm happy. But clearly the players were not. And I just want to come on here and try and shed some light on the fact that the Brooklyn Nets are absolutely fraudulent. They are a terrible organization in disguise because they've always had some pretty good players. And, they be in the playoffs and all that. But they are horrendous. Going back, if we're going to be honest, the New Jersey Nets was never really hitting on nothing like that either. They were when I was born, but I don't care about none of that. And ever since they went to Brooklyn, it's been all bad. Just disappointment after disappointment. Just annual disappointment. Obviously, the move they made to get, KG and Paul Pierce was absolutely terrible. And they actually ended up building the Boston Celtics with that move. They moved on. They were poverty for a while. Pick up D'Angelo Russell and surround them with whoever. And it actually worked for a season. They made the playoffs. D'Lo was an all-star. They got thrashed in the playoffs, but it was some growth. You know what I'm saying? In there somewhere, you get the Spencer Dinwiddie becoming a good NBA player years. And they threw all that away to get Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. And I'm not mad at that. I don't think anybody could be mad at that. Anybody would have done it. The issue came when they got James Harden. And they let go of their entire team to do so. And again, it's kind of like, who wouldn't have done it? And all of this is hindsight. So I don't even want to do too much because it is all hindsight. And there are specific reasons for their failures. Health was not on their side ever throughout this 3 years. KD and Kyrie only managed to get in 74 games together. They couldn't even get a full season worth of runs in 3 years. And if you want to throw the Harden thing in, the three of them only played 16 games together. It's crazy. Like I said, though, there's reasons for their failures. A couple years ago when they played the Bucks in the playoffs, they were kind of like handling business until Kyrie got hurt. Because Harden got hurt as soon as the series actually started. So that was that. But to come back and to think that the Brooklyn Nets only won one playoff series in 3 years against a beat-up Boston team that came back and swept them. It's crazy to think about. And I don't even really care about the circumstances and all that because one playoff series win is crazy. So now everything's gone. Their picks are gone. Their players are gone. Well, they've actually gotten a lot of picks at the deadline, and now they're stuck. And Mikal Bridges is the best basketball player on their roster. And I love Mikal. I love Mikal a lot. And he didn't deserve to just get moved like this. He didn't deserve it. But if Mikal Bridges is your best basketball player, you are not winning a lot of games. Ben Simmons sucks. Until further notice, I ain't going to do too much on him. And Nick Claxton is amazing. He's excellent. But how much do you expect from Nicholas Claxton? I just hate the Nets. I will forever hate the Nets. I don't care what happens in the future. I'm always going to hate the Nets. I do expect, in the next 10 years, the Nets to be elite. And all the teams at the top are going to suck because they have no picks. They have no future whatsoever. So they're going to be boo-boo. And teams like the Nets are going to be great, hopefully, as long as they can draft. Unless they somehow find another way to do what they always have, give up everything that they own for what seems like a phenomenal return and do nothing with it. I'm excited to see it. I'm willing to see another unprecedented fold from the Brooklyn Nets.